Hello everyone. It's James again. And before I start today's video, I just want to quickly say, all work in this video contains 100% original content of and by myself James Smith, otherwise known as Bgood 4000, and was uniquely created with NAWMAL software, by myself James Smith. As I purchased commercial rights from NAWMAL to produce my unique and original video with this software. Commentary is uniquely my own thoughts, feelings, and expressions. Now that I have that out of the way, I do hope everyone is doing better than fantastic. Today I wanted to talk about some comments on my last videos, regarding when someone you trust, or someone you feel like is on the same page as you, not only breaks, or slightly breaks your boundaries, but in the words of those that commented, they steamroll over your boundaries, leaving you shocked and stunned, and feeling like you are on the back foot. Now first I want to say, thank you to all of you for sharing your experiences, comments and your questions. The more we share, the more we grow and learn. It allows us to stop and think about a few things, which hopefully allows us to slow things down in our personal life, which is the ideal goal when dealing with narcissists. Narcissist lights, flying monkeys, or those other people we thought were trusted people in our lives, that we now are unsure about. First off, what is this scenario we are talking about? And what does it look like? Well, it's important to note, this can come from a coworker that you've become friends with. This can come from a boss you've gotten to develop a friendship with. This can come from a friend or someone you've known for many years. Or this can come from someone you are romantically dating or even married to. And this is when you've known this person for a long time. They've shown and demonstrated a strong sense of right and wrong. And they seem to appreciate you and your kindness towards them. And they seem to value your friendship. Then out of nowhere they might insult you really bad in front of others. Such as you might be at work and in a meeting and they will make a comment to make you look dumb and incompetent. Possibly at lunch instead of friendly joking around. They will call you a loser to your face for seemingly no reason whatsoever. Again, maybe this is a close friend you've known for many years. You've had a lot of time growing together. You feel like you both share a similar moral compass. And you are happy to see this person. And you would never think about hurting them. You joke around. You in a decent manner will tell them a truth about a difficult subject. But you will do so in a way that shows you care about them and their well-being. And you feel like they are on the same page. Then out of nowhere, they cut you down in front of others. Or when talking to them on the phone, they laugh at you because you just lost your job. When you thought they might have a bit of empathy for you in your situation, as you did for them when they lost their job. And it's not that they aren't just showing a lack of empathy for your situation, nor making fun uplifting jokes to get you into a better spirit about things. No. These people just flat out call you a loser and make you feel like you losing your job is hilariously funny to them. And it's like they are a completely different person. Like the person you knew before never existed. And in this moment right there, this is why it's so hard sometimes. I stress sometimes to detect a truly cunning narcissist. Now, this isn't to say this person is a narcissist that is doing this terrible act. But those that are, they learn with each failure in their life. They hone and grow their skills of manipulation. And in situations like this, once they know how much you value them as a friend, maybe they realize you don't have many friends or family to count on. Then out of nowhere, 5 years later they pull the pin on you and let you see the true them. Knowing you might just stick around because you have no one else in your life to be in your corner. The narcissist that does this act wants to see you on the back foot. They want to see that deer in the headlights look. The shock. And the reason why is it gives them narcissistic supply. Trust and believe. If this person is a narcissist, they have other pieces of supply in their life. And they might have just used you for practice. Thus the reason why they were able to keep their mask on with you so long. Also, again, they live for the shock moment. When you are hanging out with them, telling them to their face how much you value your friendship. If they are truly a narcissist, they likely are thinking to themselves, if this person only knew. If this person only knew. But what is the answer here regardless if they are a narcissist or someone just going through some bad things in life? Well, first and foremost, please understand, good people can do bad things. Now that doesn't mean it's acceptable because it's not. But knowing this fact hopefully will allow you to pull out of the deer in the headlights look and feeling once you get that first stunned feeling come upon you. And you can pull back into reality. And you can step back and think, okay, this is happening. Keep in mind, every situation is different. And depending on who it is or where it is, you might say nothing. And in some instances you might come back with, are you feeling well? Did you drink too much coffee today because you aren't acting yourself? And if they say, what do you mean? You can say, well, I like to joke around and all of that. But I don't remember ever talking to my friends like this. So I was wondering if you were okay. Because you aren't talking like yourself. Now regardless what their answer is, and regardless if you deal with them again or not, file this information away in your mind. In case this happens again. Because though people aren't perfect, your relationship shouldn't consist of good times for 6 months then them publicly embarrassing you. Only to act like nothing ever happened. And to also just repeat the same cycle over again. Because no matter if they are a narcissist or not, this is narcissistic behavior. And this might be their way of extracting narcissistic supply from you. And that should not be your function in this situation. Your function should be that of friend. And so should theirs. Now please keep in mind, they aren't you. And you aren't them. But there are common courtesies and boundaries one shouldn't cross when you value. And the key word here is value. When you value the friendship or relationship with someone else. Now will you get stunned when this happens? Yes. Much like if someone swerves in front of your car when you're driving. Anything unexpected can catch us off guard. But it's how we react after the fact and how fast we can get our bearings back. Again, good people do bad things. And again, this is why narcissists have blended so well into society. Because this fact about people is real. We are all flawed. But the difference between someone that is flawed and a narcissist is a narcissist doesn't feel bad about what wrong they do to you or to others. Normal people do. And they try to do better next time. But how do you know if they are just pulling your leg? Well, that's the trick. 1. Trust your gut instinct God gave us all to survive. But secondly, take your time. And learn the art of stepping back. Even after you get stunned. Give yourself a couple of standard comebacks that are easy to remember. Such as, are you feeling well? I'm confused why you are acting this way. Did you drink too much coffee today? Or if it's in a work meeting. Possibly the more you say the worse it will be. So you might want to be silent. And only speak when you have solid facts that are job related to share. If it's a romantic partner or someone you are married to. Again. You might ask what is wrong with them. But take this interaction very seriously. Because this might be the interaction you will look back on later and think, that was my chance to leave and I didn't take it. But here's the thing. No one can knock you for sticking around. It's sometimes hard to read these people when you're in the moment. But, if such an interaction occurs, file it away. And make sure you always have an out to get away from this person. This is something you should have planned anyways, no matter who it is. But especially if they are talking to you like this and acting in this manner. Same with work. Know you are going to have to stay on your toes with facts and work stuff. And the other thing you can do is slowly distance yourself. Be around but just slightly less. And over a month slowly remove yourself more and more. To the point it's not obvious you aren't in their circle anymore. There are many different ways to handle things. But the main thing is to protect yourself. Always give yourself an out. And slow things down so you can respond to things in a well thought out and intelligent manner. Don't get in and wrestle with a pig in mud, so to speak. If you get frustrated and try to go back and forth with them, you will just be playing into their hands. Let them look like the fool by continuing on and on about you, while you keep your cool. Or you put your ducks in a row to be safe if you were just embarrassed by someone you are dating or even married to. It's important to note. Many have said, how you know your relationship is about ready to come to an end is if the person you're with, that at one time would stick up for you in public, is turning you into a public joke. And I believe the same could be said for friends that do this to those in their circle. And it's because they don't see them as having really any more value in their life. They might have heard about getting rid of friends that aren't productive for their lives, and took that message a little too seriously. Maybe they make more money than you do and see you as unproductive because you aren't adding to their life or knowledge, so to speak. But sadly they don't understand that's not everything. And even the poorest of the poor may have something to teach us in life. But this is why dealing with narcissists and narcissist lights and those having a bad day can be confusing. Because the narcissist has learned the art of blending in with these people, so you will give them another chance and another. This is why I tell you out there to live a full life. I know there is a lot going on in the world right now. But normally this is why I say to have hobbies. Take a class. Learn a new skill. Have different areas where you can get to know people. So if you aren't wanted over here, you will be wanted over there. And for me, I've come to understand this is something that is just part of life. Evil people. And those that are just having a bad day. And those that want to knock us down for having a good day. That's why I lean on God for help and support. And how and what to do. Now I can't lie. When it happens to me, I still get that shocked feeling. But before, if I were to speak back, it would be a jumbled mess. Now I do a better job about keeping my mouth shut until I've let that wave of being shocked subside. And then I slowed things down and would think of what the correct response is. Now here's the other thing. Sometimes the correct response, like was mentioned in the comments section, is to completely walk away and go no contact. I've done that before. Where I was calm and quiet though shocked on the inside. I patted the person on the back before the evening ended. And said I will see you around. Only to go home to never call or text this person ever again. Did this person reach out to me? Nope. Did my friendship really matter to this person? Probably not. Probably not. I'm sure they moved on just fine. Because narcissists or those like that will use this as a way to test to see what you will put up with. And if you keep going back and back and back, they will see it as a green light to mistreat you and mistreat you and mistreat you. But only you can judge for yourself what is right in a given situation. And the best way to do that is, even if you get shocked, and you feel like a deer in a headlights feeling, do what you can to regain your bearings. Slow things down and think before you speak. And think before you react. Because you don't want to play their game. Because playing their game will just feed them the supply they are likely looking for at your expense. Well, that's all I have for now on this. I'm curious as to what you all think about this topic. Please leave your comments in the comments section below. And keep the great comments and questions coming. Because again, the more we talk about this stuff, the more we grow. With that being said, I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time, bye for now. And be good to yourself.